Hello everyone, it's old Butter Bob and I'm down to the Walmart. If you're one of these food purists, you're not going to like this video, so you might as well turn it off. But if you're just a regular person like me and you want to get healthy, you don't have access to organic food or don't have the money for it, stick around. We're going to take a little quick tour of Walmart to see the foods that you can eat, foods that you can lose 100 pounds on without spending a lot of money at the Walmart. I don't know how your local store is, but in this Walmart, the baked goods section is right in the front. These cakes and cookies and everything, you obviously have to stay out of this section. There's nothing here for you. So let's move on. One of the biggest questions people ask me is about fruit. Can I have fruit? Well, there's nothing really wrong with fruit, except it has a lot of carbs and you're trying to get well. So you need to stay away from fruit. Not because fruit is bad, but because fruit has too many carbs. And that's the basic answer. Yes, eventually you might be able to use fruit, but for now, be sparing with it or cut it out. Berries might be okay, because they're lower in carbs. They're much lower in carbs, and you're going to have a few, and you could maybe make some heavy whipping cream topping to go on top of them. So that might be a fruit that you can have. Remember, guys, fruits were always something that mankind had in season. Obviously, these things are all really good choices. Any kind of green vegetable is a definite go for this diet. Also, zucchinis, green peppers, cabbage of all kinds. Avocados are delicious fried. You fry them up in lard. You don't have to bread them, they're good. You're going to be amazed at how good lard does. Obviously, people have been eating root vegetables like potatoes all for centuries, for thousands of years. But you gotta leave them alone when you're on this diet for a while. And it's not because potatoes are inherently bad, it's just you're trying to get healthy. So you're gonna have to leave the potatoes alone. Alright guys, when it comes to hamburger, you gotta leave the lean ground beef alone. Do not want lean beef. And even the ground chuck you don't want it. You want to get the higher fat ground beef. Get everything higher fat, guys. That's the most important thing. As you can see, this ribeye has a lot of fat in it. And of course it's got a high price on it, but you gotta know, this is $11 for 3 ribeye steaks. And if you go get a meal deal down at Mickey D's, you're gonna pay $7, $8 for it. So you're talking about having a really good meal for less price than you're gonna pay for the, you gotta put it in perspective. This stuff is cheaper if you buy it at the store, and you get a higher grade of meat than you would if you went to Mickey D's. Here's the pork roast. As you can see, there's a lot of good fat in it. $14, that's a lot of meat. That'll feed several people. It's full of delicious and good for you fat. Forget the lean meat. Look at these drumsticks, they're really good. Still got the skin still on, they're delicious. And when you leave the skin on, it adds fat. And that's what makes this good. You're increasing the fat. Stay away from boneless, skinless chicken. I like this Smucker's natural peanut butter. It's got this oily top to it. All you gotta do is take a blender and stick it down in there and blend all that oil back in. Stick it in the refrigerator. It's good. And its ingredients list is peanuts, no sugar added. It's good stuff. Guys, you have to stay away from coffee creamer. This stuff is horrible. It's nothing but sugar. Nothing. It's dehydrated sugar. They call it by a different name. It's no good. Do not use it. Heavy whipping cream, which we'll get to later in the store.
They have Da Vinci.
Here's a controversial subject. It's artificial sweeteners. I do allow myself, every once in a while, a little of this Da Vinci syrup. It's good. I put it in my coffee. But I do keep my artificial sweeteners down to an absolute minimum. Salsa is something that you can have. It spices things up, spices your eggs up, spices everything up. It's really good. And most of them don't have very much sugar in it at all. So help yourself to the salsa, just watch the sugar content. Now dressings that you buy at the store, they have a lot of sugar added. You gotta be careful with them. If you're gonna buy store-bought dressings, you've got to be careful because they do have high carbs. I have a little article on my website to tell you how to make ranch dressing at home, how to make mayonnaise at home, and I'll do a little video on that in the future. But until then, that tells you how to make them. But if you are using dressing on your salads, be aware that there's sugar in this. There's sugar in ketchup. There's sugar in all kinds of condiments like that. So be careful. Do not use vegetable oils. Do not use canola oils. Do not use corn oils. Do not use any kind of vegetable seed oils. But here's a few oils you can use. You can use coconut oil. It's good for you. Olive oil. Good for you.
Bad for you.
A lot of people ask me, where do you get lard at the store? It'll be in the oil section, and it may be hidden because people don't use oil. Definitely, lard's good. Vegetable shortening, really bad. Don't use it. Lard, good. Remember, guys, spices have carbs, and I have an article on my website to tell you which spices are higher in carbs than others. And so when you're in the spice rack, know that they have some carbs. Some of them have very little, some have a lot. And of course it would take too long in a video like this to tell you all about spices, but I do have that article on my website and I'll link to it here in this video. Alright, we're in the sugar section, and you want to be careful with this stuff, guys. It's deceptive. Truvia baking blend. It actually has sugar and stevia, but it has sugar. No good. Splenda. This powdered Splenda is terrible for you. It has maltodextrin, which has a higher, it hits your blood sugar higher and faster than real sugar. And this stevia in the raw, maltodextrin. You got to stay away from these powdered sugar substitutes. They're no good. Now there's a section you got to stay completely out of. Flour is a no-no. Stay out of the cereal section. Eggs and bacon, not cereal. Fruit juice, vegetable juice, just stay out of that section, guys. If you want to eat some sort of fruit or vegetable, eat it whole with the fiber still in it. This is a no-no. Do not get this stuff. It is really bad for you. Now this is an egg I really like, these happy eggs. Look at these nice brown eggs. The shells are extremely hard and the yolks are very yellow stuff. Delicious heavy whipping cream. It's good for you. That's what I like. When I pick cheese out, I pick full fat cheese. If it says low fat or skim milk, don't buy it. It's no good. When I pick bacon, I pick bacon that has a lot of fat. I look at it. I want to make sure it has a lot of fat. Fat is good. Cream cheese, it's good. High in fat. Stay away from half and half. It has too much milk in it, not enough fat. I love Kerrygold butter. It's delicious. It's a little more expensive, but I love it. Unfortunately, Kerrygold in America has it blended with canola oil. You don't want this. Stay with pure Kerrygold or a pure butter. You don't have to do Kerrygold. Make sure you buy a butter that has an ingredient list like I'm about to show you. It's just Walmart brand butter. But look at the ingredients. Now look at the ingredient list on these two. This is not butter. It even says, I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe they can even say, I can't believe it's not butter. This stuff is pure chemicals. Do not buy it. Do not buy margarine. Do not buy any type of thing like that. Buy butter. Butter, cream. That's what it is. It's cream. Don't buy low-fat or no-fat sour cream. Buy the full-fat sour cream. If it's low-fat or reduced fat, they've added something back to it. It's not something that's going to help you on this diet. Guys, don't buy no-fat or low-fat milk. It's horrible. You gotta know that if you've taken the fat out, you've increased the carb percentage in the milk. Guys, when you take milk and you take all the fat out and you add chocolate to it like they do in the school system here in America, you basically might as well give a kid a Pepsi or a Coke. Because the carb content in this low-fat or no-fat milk with chocolate in it, you might as well be pouring a bag of sugar down the kid's throat. So you don't want to do it to yourself, and sure don't do it to your kids. If you're going to buy milk, buy whole fat milk like people have drank for thousands of years. If you don't stop anything in your diet besides drinking soda, if that's the only thing you do, you're really helping yourself. Soda is really bad for your liver. If you don't believe me, just watch my video. You got to get sugar out of your life. No soda. There we have it, folks. We've completed our little tour, looked around the store kind of in a casual way, looking at different items. Of course, there's a lot more information on my website, and especially about stuff like the spices, different cuts of meat, various things like that. The fact that if you take the fat out of milk, it makes it makes the carb percentage go way up. A lot more information than you can do in a little video, so I'll have some links there to articles I've written about those things. If you've liked this video, why not hit the like button? And as always, at least now, I'm going to ask you to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to this channel. Have a lot more videos coming up in the future, including a video about how to cook fried chicken without the breading and using lard. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.